So we're changing the front pads today, and first of all we need to jack the car up. The jacking point is in between the two divots on the sill underneath. It's about, the middle is about where the gap of the door is. So right down there, feel underneath on the sill, place your jack there, and that's the safe place to jack it up. So jack it up. What you should do is put an axle stand underneath to stop, for any safety concerns. Maybe chock the rear wheels, but the handbrake should be on, so should be fine. So jack the car up. Next we're going to zip the wheel off. So I've got a gun to help me. Obviously that was nice and easy. I've got a 5mm spacer on the front, so I'm taking that off. And now we've got the Brembo calipers, so it's the pads we're wanting to do. So what we need to do is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the wheel so you've got access to the caliper like this, and then we're going to extract the pads from the back. So Brembo calipers, look at these kind of setup is different to road now. So road would normally have a sliding piston type. This is got 4 pistons, so 1, 2, 3, 4, pushing from both sides. So you actually have 2 bleed nipples either side. So we shouldn't be getting involved in anything hydraulic today. We're just changing some pads out, so you should be able to push the pistons back into their housing. But what you do need to get out is these pins. So these pins just push out, but there can be quite a bit of force to get them out. They go out that way. So get a punch. Not too much force to get them out, that's good. Right, so those pins come out the other side. They're under pressure from this plate, which is an anti-rattle type plate. Note the way round it goes. So it goes with, so see these kind of triangles, the flat bits at the back. So let's get that off, and then you should, might need to push it back a little bit. That's a good way of doing the pistons as well. So you push on the pads, you should get the pistons back into their home. Then the pads slide out. You'll notice that these are not very old. These are these Power Stock Extreme. So far, I have not thought very much of them. I've had a couple of stopping instances where one was a car pulled out from a junction into our way, and I had to literally slam on the brakes, and it didn't feel very positive. So, with my European tour coming up, and we're going to be doing lots of passes and stuff like that, I have decided to upgrade the pads. I have gone for Roddison fast road and track pads, and yeah, they're a brake pad basically. So we'll be putting those on. You can see I really haven't used much of these ones, but they just weren't creating the stopping power that I was looking for. So that's great. So let's get these fitted. I'm going to clean the caliper up and the sliding sections with some brake cleaner and a cloth, so just quickly do that. I'm not replacing the discs today, but it's not much more work. So basically all you need to do is you've got 2 bolts holding on the caliper here, so you take those off, you take the caliper off, and what you'd want to do is get a cable tie or something and just hang it, don't leave it hanging on the hose. And then literally your brake discs, they don't have any bolts holding them. They'll just slide off. You put a new one on, put the caliper back on, bolt it up to the right torque. That's all you need to do, so it really isn't much more work. So I've cleaned the caliper up and the surfaces where the pad runs. These couple of pins, just going to give them a quick blast with some brake cleaner. So it's very easy to change the pads on these. It's easier than a sliding caliper really, because you've just got these pins. Once you learn how far these pins have to go in, because it's this little bit, this expanding clip, you have to get that into the right place and it locks it. So obviously worst case, your pins come out and your brake pads come out. That's not good times. This is how I would do it. Obviously if you've been taught a different way or whatever, but you've got the brake pad, you've got the metal there, and you've got the metal here. You obviously don't want to get anything on the pad surface, but I put some copperies where the pad runs, I have in the past put some copperies here, but this is like a felt material, and I think I'm going to leave it because it's obviously been designed that way. So slide that in, grab another pad, so I've heard good things about these Roddisons pads. So like I say, these are fast road and track. I contacted them because I'm going to be doing mountain passes, but you know, spirited driving. I want to have that stopping power. We were in Europe last year, and one of the biggest things was the smell of brake pads and brakes when we used to get to the bottom of the passes. So it is a really, you know, big thing. It's this the front end. The front end does most of your braking force, so that's where you want to put the extra pad, you know, but the better pads. Put the money in the front. In the rear end, I've just got standard pads. You can see my other video. I've just put new Brembo discs and pads in the back. Haven't changed the discs here because they are very new, so there's no issue. The only thing that you might get now is there's pad material that can be embedded in the disc, and it may take a while to get rid of the old pad material, but I'm not going to change the discs. So let's slide in. Okay. Yep. Slide in those. And then what we've got is we've got this clip. So like I said, you want the flat at the outside, so the flat's here, and that will go up against that. Then start sliding your pin in. Goes like that. So that is not your pin in, because it can just come out. You need to get behind that and give it a good thump. So again, get your trusty tool. Can be a bit awkward. There you go, you can hear it when it goes hard, and what you can see is the pin comes out flush with the outside. So that's looking good. Start your other pin. There you go. Flush and flush. It's a full-time job trying to keep red calipers looking nice, if that's the thing. Right, so that is in. So those pads are absolutely, you haven't had to do anything to the fluid, absolutely nothing. If they had worn a bit more, you would have had to undo the reservoir cap, undo the cap, push the pistons back in, because it will push the fluid back up the system and into the pot a little bit more, so you need to let the air out. That's absolutely fine. Obviously swap on both sides before you drive off. Start the car, give the brakes a couple of good pumps, because to bring those pistons back into contact with the pads. You could do the disc really easily at the same time, so not a problem. Going to finish that up, get the wheel back on. Normally I do my wheel nuts up to about 80 foot-pounds. You can check that out, don't always take me for granted, but that's what I'm going to do. Get that back down on the ground and then do the other side. All good.